Juncker plans set to backfire shock w.arning from German professor over EU superstate plot. Johannes Becker said the EU will face strong resistance from European publics if it presses ahead with plans to centralize more and more power in Brussels. The top academic, who is director of the Institute for Public Economics at Münster University, said there are limits to how much federalization people will accept. Chief eurocrat Jean-Claude Juncker, in lockstep with French President Emmanuel Macron, has put forward ambitious plans for a superstate including a eurozone budget and a EU army. The pair want Europe to develop its own common immigration, asylum, diplomatic, defense, labor and taxation policies in a concerted drive for a federalized post-Brexit EU. But speaking at a Center for European Reform event in Brussels today, Professor Becker said that, whilst certain technocratic tweaks may pass unnoticed, many of the proposals will rile voters. He said, the EU is based on the subsidiarity principle, which you could operationalize like we should centralize as much as necessary and decentralize as much as possible. This is based on the implicit assumption that we can centralize as much as we want. I think there are limits to this. In recent years we've learned that there is not only the need for cooperation, but we have strong national or even regional identities. If you look to Catalonia, Scotland, and national identities like Poland, Hungary, but even Italy, France, Germany. He warned Eurocrats, and if we try to centralize in the presence of these strong identities, this may in a way backfire. Centralization in the presence of these national identities, there may be from the start strong resistance against this centralization. The tasks that are centralized may have less support than before. We can see that centralization works well with more technocratic tasks like banking regulation, competition policy and even monetary policy, although of course this is a highly political task. It works less well with the tasks that are more associated to national identities like labor market policies, redistribution and fiscal policies. Centralization may be good as an idea, but it may not be as easy as is sometimes assumed, and this half-hearted, halfway centralization may backfire. Professor Becker predicted that as a result plans for a eurozone budget, designed to help bail out banks, and even countries in the result of a future financial crisis, will be watered down. He said, my prediction given that there are limits to centralization, is that this common budget will be rather small, that it cannot be used for mitigating idiosyncratic shocks. There will be strictly proportional use across countries, that means Germany and all other countries will make sure that they get their part of the money back. And there will not be political support of using this money when a big shock occurs, and the money should be concentrated on a specific region in the eurozone, and this is due to a lack of a common idea and a lack of political support that could be the basis for centralization.